sure we all know what occurred this morning. My personal opinion is that you all know where I stand on this. Do I think justice was served? No. Where do I think justice is? I think this city is still owed an apology. I've heard that they wanted their day in court with TV cameras so America could know the truth, but no, they chose to hide behind secrecy and broker a deal to circumvent the judicial system. My job as a police officer is to investigate an incident, gather evidence, gather the facts, and present them to the state's attorney. That's what we did. I stand behind the detective's investigation. Period. If he wanted to clear his name, the way to do that was in a court of law so that everyone could see the evidence. You all know what the bond proffer said. You know, we all know what it said. So, you know, I stand by the facts of what we produce. If they want to dispute those facts, then the place to do that is in court.
I've been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one. I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I've been accused of. This has been an incredibly difficult time, honestly one of the worst of my entire life. But I'm a man of faith, and I'm a man that has knowledge of my history, and I would not bring my family, our lives, or the movement through a fire like this. I just wouldn't.
Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. So, you guys know what's up. Man, it's so important to soak up every little bit of happiness when we get a chance because, you know, sometimes you wake up and you see news like this. Juicy Smollet. All the charges been dropped. Man, this one stinks. But it's not entirely surprising. And let me walk you guys through what I'm saying. I actually sort of figured this is what would happen, and not necessarily because I have any level of foresight or speculative ability or accuracy or whatever. I've actually been listening a lot to Mark Garagos' podcast, Reasonable Doubt. And Mark Garagos, he's a player for the devil. He is a part of the corrupt legal system. But he is one hell of a lawyer. He's playing for the wrong side, but he's an asset for the team that he's playing for, definitely. And the minute this whole Jussie Smollet thing broke, I mean, when we heard that he was about to go to jail, I can't remember when this was, maybe a month or so ago, maybe a little more. Garagos came out and he said, you know what, I'm going to get him out. And the defense, I'll play you guys Garagos' story now. But the defense, as Garagos put it at that point, is he wouldn't comment as to whether he thought Jussie Smollet did it. I mean, of course he wouldn't. That's just... But he was essentially saying the police made some errors in how they gathered evidence and how they presented the evidence. So essentially, it's not that we don't have the right killer. It's just that the murder weapon was acquired without a warrant, and so we gotta discard the evidence. Now, I'm grossly oversimplifying it, but that is what my monkey brain could manage to understand, because I'm not a legal expert in any shape or form. So I'm guessing this is what he was saying. But it was at that point I got intrigued. I was watching a lot of Mark Garagos' stuff, and yeah, the dude is no saint. Definitely a player for the other side, but he's one hell of a lawyer. And I knew it was that. It's just the thing, and it really got me into thinking. A lot of the times we feel that a lot of these Hollywood celebrities, the reason why they all go so far to the left, the reason why they're constantly virtue signaling, the reason why they constantly turn social justice warrior like, a lot of us feel that it's because of, I don't know, to appeal to a particular demographic, and maybe that's so, but I don't think it's just that, man. The power that this community have, the power of this far left Hollywood celebrity elitists. I mean, the United States, don't get me wrong, I don't want to shit on this country. It is an amazing country. And compared to most other places on the earth, it is where most of us are equal. That being said, there are some people who are above the law. And these Hollywood celebrities, leftist, progressive cabal, these guys are connected. So it's just an unfortunate thing. I mean, I shouldn't say this should let us bother us too much. It's just one of those things that happens. You know, justice got delayed, or, justice got suspended. But let's just move on with our lives. And I will play you guys clips of his lawyer, Mark Garrigus. He recently was on Adam Carolla's podcast. And gotta warn you guys, when you hear Garrigus' story, if you're already angry about this, you're going to be 5 times as angry. I'm just telling you the kind of attachment and political strings and legal strings these guys have, okay? So anyways, you guys, don't let this bother you too much. It's just things that happen. But if you infuriating stuff coming ahead. I'll talk to you guys later.
Even any credible basis for it in the discovery. I mean, it was so divorced from reality. I don't even know where to begin.
Well,
and when somebody takes a sober look at it and understands that in all probability this looked to be something where somebody got out ahead of their skis and forgot about the first rule of a criminal case is you need corroboration for somebody supposedly telling you a story. And, it was what I was complaining about early on, and it came to pass.
Well, Mark,
discovery was turned over, and the discovery, in my humble opinion, did not support their theory, number one, and it certainly did not support, from an evidentiary basis, the idea that he engineered this. Everything that was contained in the discovery, to the extent that I can talk about it, supported what I said early on. They've got a whale of a case against the 2 guys, but that's it.